How is it going then, everybody? I hope you're all doing very well. Welcome back to another video here on our channel. I'm the FIFA analyst. Today I'm going to be talking to you about my favorite skill moves in FIFA 20, something that hopefully you guys can add into your locker if you don't have them already. If you do enjoy the video, please do let me know by smashing that like button. You can also subscribe to the channel. We do upload every single day at 5 p.m, and the best place for you to come over, ask any questions, get any help is over on the Twitch stream, where we are also streaming every single day, which is twitch.tv/FIFA analyst. A link is in the description if you want to head over onto there. You guys have been heavily requesting this video. Skill moves is obviously something that people need to add into the game to create that unpredictability and hopefully grab a few more goals from it. This year, I think skill moves as a whole are relatively simple. I don't feel like there's too many ones that you need in your locker that you can't already do. So let's go ahead and jump into them. We're going to start off with the most simple one, which is the bull roll, right? You might not have it, you might have it. Either way, let's go over the most simplest and go through them. The first one is going to be the bull roll, where you simply use the right stick, you hold it into the direction that you want to go for about a second or so, half a second really. Just hold it, leave it there, and then bring it back into the middle on the right stick, and that will do. Look at the controller to notice how to do it. Some of the mistakes that you can make while doing it is flicking the stick in, which will cause that little flick up, which was happening there in the arena. Make sure you don't do that. Just literally hold it the direction that you want to go for half a second or so, and it will do it brilliant for you. This sort of situation, when should you be using the ball roll? Here is perfect. It's when an attacker and a defender come one-on-one with each other and you want to go either way. It's a battle of 50-50. The defender needs to think which way is he going to go and try to cover it. He thinks in this situation, I'm going to play the pass across. You could ball roll upwards or you could play the pass across, which is why I go for the ball roll downwards to always look for that near post. The reason why the ball roll is so effective is because inside the middle of the park, it can get you that little bit of extra room, and also inside the box, it can perfectly line you up to have that near post shot. So if you're on, like, say, just a bit of a bad angle, you can use the ball roll to reposition where you are to make sure you put it into the back of the net. It's brilliant also in a one-on-one situation. Keeper comes rushing out. You don't really have the room to finesse it. Chips are a little bit hit and miss. So we go for a simple ball roll downwards to take it past the keeper. It is honestly the skill move that you need to have just there, because it's so simple. It's just right stick. Like, all you need to do is just hold it down in the direction that you want to go. So if you're running from right to left and you want to go up, you hold the right stick up for half a second, it does a ball roll. You're running from right to left and you want to go down, and you just put it down. It's really that simple, guys. Moving over onto the next skill moves for us as well to see what else works really well. And next up, we're going to have the drag back. Now, again, a very crucial one. You can say what you want with the drag back. It's not used that much in real life football. Same for quite a few of these skill moves, to be honest with you. They're not really that, popular. But on FIFA, you have to use a drag back, right? This is where you hold R1 or RB, depending on which console you're on, and then you use the left stick to put it where you want to go. So if you want to go backwards, you go back. If you want to go backwards and then right, you go down and right on the stick, and all that sort of thing. Situation here with Saint Maximin, we looked at this on the Saint Maximin player review. This is where, we could go for that shot just there, but we want to use the drag back to get into space. That's the key thing with the drag back. So we hold R1 here. We are going to push up on the left stick and then right to have that exit in the direction that we want to go, using that little bit of way to find it into the space, which is what the drag back will do really well for you. Again, it's one of them ones, it's not a difficult skill move to do. It's very simple and easy to use. Just keep an eye on my controller to get an understanding of how you input the commands and do it. Go into the practice arena, practice, have a go with it, and then translate it into game. In terms of spaces where you want to use it, just like this situation here coming up, you can just see that the near post may be the option. However, one of the things that I'm a little bit concerned with about this particular point is the Van Dijk that comes running in. I don't really want to go for the near post because I have a feeling that he's going to intercept it and block the shot. So I use the drag back to go into that space where he is going. He dives in, Ben Yedder finds it, unfortunately doesn't find the back of the net. But that's where it's so crucial. Again, finding that near post space for me. One of the best skill moves. I absolutely love it myself. And yes, it is overused. I know that, but it just is at the end of the day. Moving on to the next one is going to be a fake shot. This is going to be more of a first time fake shot that I really preach about. So this is where you do square and X or X and A. You can also do circle and X or B and A. There's no difference. They're all the same on that front. I love the first time fake shot. This situation here, again, touched on it in the same maximum review. It's just where you want to try and beat that defender when they're one-on-one. You know, when you've got your back to the defender and you need to have that quick turn, that's what it can do. Sometimes it does like it did there, the little bit of the scoop, which gives you a speed boost so you can break away from defenders so well from doing that. A lot of you guys struggle with this actual skill to a degree because you say that you end up booting it into the stands. The best way to explain this for you, as soon as you press the pass button, follow it up with the fake shot command. If you press pass, wait half a second or a second, and then you do the fake shot command, it's over. They boot it into the stand. Input it straight away. Okay. Next one we're going to look at is going to be the McGeady spin. It's something that I really love, and this is going to be a 5-star skill move. You can do this with 4-star skillers, and I think you can even do it with 3, but it's a different variant, but it's not as effective. So this is going to be a 5-star skill move for me. These are the ones that do it to the best degree. That's just how it tends to work for us. This situation here, you can just see we've got our back to goal. We've not really got too much on. What a lot of people are going to think here is that I'm going to look for this little space to go ahead at the near post. Makes sense, right? Because I tell you guys to look for near post all the time. This is where I'm being unpredictable. This guy didn't expect this. Little bit of the stop and turn to do it exactly for us. Again, the way that you want to do this, if you are running from left to right and you want to go upwards into it, you would do left and then up. If you've got your back face to goal and you're kicking from right to left, like I was in that situation, I did right and up. The best way to do it though is when you're facing upwards towards the byline. The goal's here. You would do up and left to get onto the goal. Again, look at the controller for that as well. Moving on to the next one, a very, very simple skill move this year for us. It's just going to be a fake shot stop, okay? The way I like to do this is you can run and just do a fake shot and let go of the left analog stick. Just let go. You don't need to do anything. Nice and simple. You can also press R1 and RB, I believe, to do that fake shot, but it's not the one which I do. I prefer letting go of the analog stick just because it's muscle memory. It's what I've done throughout many, many years of playing FIFA, but there is no difference on which way you want to do that. When is it crucial? It's very good in areas where you've got someone around you and you just need to basically shrug them off because you're not going to have the pace or the strength to get past that player. That is how you should look at doing it. So this situation here, you can just see, again, we've got the defender coming in. He's probably going to make a tackle if I go for that near post. So all I want to do is try and get him to commit to carry on running in the direction that I am going into. That is the best way to explain it. You want the defender to think that you are going to carry on going. The fake shot stop is very quick and effective. It means that they can send them to the shops. Now, some people will realize this as a skill move. Pro players, for example, can defend this quite well. But against your average Joe, it can work really, really well for you. Moving on to the next skill move, which is going to be the heel to heel. This can start from a 3-star skiller. Again, it is best as you go up the skills. Like 5-star, do it much, much better than a 3-star will. It executes a little bit better and a little bit smoother. Saint Maximin is going to pick the ball up. This is a good time to do it. When the opponent has just switched from defending with someone else and they switch to their centre back or their right back and they've literally just switched, if you can execute that heel to heel straight away, it almost glitches them out a little bit. They don't seem to defend it that well. You can just see there, he never actually locked onto the player at all. How do you do it? Again, running in that direction, we're going to flick left on the right analog stick and then right in that direction. If you were kicking left to right, the way we're kicking now, I would go right and I would go left. Make sure you don't spam this, because what can happen is you end up doing like a half rainbow flick because you get it wrong. And yes, sometimes the heel to heel won't work. There is something in this game, in the code, I don't understand why, that sometimes you execute a heel to heel and it does not come, it doesn't do it. It just doesn't come out to put the input in. Don't ask me why. I don't know if it's to do with servers or anything like that. But again, running from that way, just see on the analog, we are going to go left to right to get that in for us. Moving on to a couple now, just as kind of I use them every now and then, but not a massive amount of roulette. Again, you can do this with a 3-star skiller, better with the 4 and the 5-star guys. It's not the most effective this year, if I am honest, but there are situations where I will use the roulette and it will just get past that defender. I would say 9 times out of 10, it's better to do a heel to heel than it is to do a roulette. But in that situation like there, you can just see it got past the defender fairly well. But it isn't something that I'm saying, yes, go and add that into your locker every single game, because it's not going to be used that often. Similar situation. if you wanted to use the roulette, you're going to be doing it when you are coming up against someone, same as what you are with the heel to heel, where they've just switched. They've just come in one-on-one with the defender, and that's a good point for you to use it. Just going to go through now and kind of have some gameplay in the background with some skill moves in, just to show you how I use them in game, what to look for, and all of that thing indeed. So to kind of recap over the ones you need to definitely have in your locker: ball roll, drag back, first time fake shot. I think those are the three like key ones, and then the heel to heel can be added very well. The McGee spin, which we just did there, it's a very, very good skill move. Do you need it? Probably not. I will do it once a game, maybe, just to try and catch the opponent out. So, you know, maybe you can add that into your locker. Another one that's kind of a usable, but it's very hard to execute for a lot of people, is the Elastico. I don't use it all that often, but pro players will use it quite a lot in certain situations. And you got the reverse Elastico as well. But the Elastico is cool because you can chain like skill moves with it fairly well that can be quite effective. But it's not something that I do a massive amount because it's just a little bit too complicated for me in certain situations, because if you get it wrong, they end up doing something else. So that's why I don't tend to do it. Guys, if you have enjoyed this video, please do let me know by smashing that like button. I hope you all have enjoyed anyway. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section, and we are also going to be streaming later on this evening at 8 PM UK time, so make sure you come on over, say hi, and see how we're getting on. Thank you all for watching this video, and I will see you later. Bye bye.